If you share your idea and you're giving details and more details and they're asking questions and you're giving more details, you don't know that they're not low-key trying to steal your idea. What's up, people? I'm Viv May, the official multi-hyphenate queen, and this is a creative survival guide. There are some very good reasons why you should not explain yourself. You should not explain your art to people, explain your ideas to people, explain the business plan to people prematurely or at all sometimes. One, if you are explaining yourself to this person, whoever it is, you're putting your self-worth in their hands. You're basically trying to convince them that what you've come up with is a great idea and they should love it. And if they say, yeah, it's great, then you think, oh, yes, great. And it's a boost for your self-esteem. But if you don't, that's terrible. I'm not good. I should stop. You're giving them too much power. Don't do it. If you have to explain your idea, explain your art, explain yourself, you are wasting so much energy. Have you ever tried arguing with someone who's just wrong and strong? They're wrong, but they are not backing down. Do you know how tiring it is? You're drained by the end of it. You could be using that energy to build your business, to continue your art, to write another song, to write another script, to practice your lines for that audition. Anything else is a better use of your time and energy than that. My creatives, I'm not trying to be mean, but the people who haven't tapped in, they ain't like you. As a creative who is tapped in, we see the world without limitations. And because of that, when we have an idea, our thought is, why can't I bring this out into the world? Why can't it be successful? We think it can be done, so I'm gonna do it. We don't view the world the same way. Everyone has this within them. Everyone is creative. It's just that not everyone has tapped into it the way you have right now. This one, I'm going to put my psychology degree to use here. If you are explaining yourself to someone, trying to convince them, and they don't get it, they're coming back with questions, they're skeptical, and you keep explaining, giving more detail, if you have a really negative interaction with them, then you might associate your idea, something that you love, something that you've been really excited about, you might associate that with the negative feeling that you had from that conversation. You don't want to carry any negativity with you when you're working on your art, when you're working on the thing that you love. And you risk doing that if you spend your time trying to explain and trying to convince people that your art is good. One more reason why you shouldn't explain yourself. If you share your idea and then you're explaining why it's a good idea and you're giving details and more details and they're asking questions and you're giving more details, you don't know that they're not low-key trying to steal your idea and you're giving them all the information. They might have thought about doing what it is you're doing, but hesitated because they didn't know how they were going to make it work. And then you're basically telling them, I do this and then I do this and I'm going to do this because this can come from that. And you give away all your keys. They might use your keys to build their own house. I tried to make a metaphor there. Careful who you explain your ideas to. So I've been talking about why you shouldn't explain yourself and how creatives see the world differently, But the fact is, people are going to ask you questions. You're going to feel like you have to explain yourself. It's just the way it goes. It's not the norm to pursue your dream, to pursue your passion, or to build something from scratch. Usually people follow a path that's been laid out for them. You're doing something different, and so people are going to ask you questions. If people ask you questions, if they want you to explain your ideas, here are some things that you can say. When I'm ready to share more, I'll let you know. I am going to shout about it when I can. As in, I'm not giving you any more information right now. So let's keep it moving. Oh, it's buried in an NDA at the moment. Yeah, I can't talk about it. That's it. Okay, I'm not trying to get sued. So moving on. You'll have to wait and see. The shimmy is optional. When it's ready, I promise I will share it with you. And you're going to promote it, right? See, now you've got someone who has to share your project. You've made it work for you. And then the last one, you tell them about your idea, or you share your art. They have all these questions they want you to explain, and you're a little bit more direct this time, and you say,
I said what I said.
Okay. Shout out to Nini. I'm not saying that you should never explain yourself, that you shouldn't explain yourself to anyone. Just don't explain yourself to everyone. There are certain people you should explain your ideas to. You should give a bit more background. And those people are the ones who see the world the way you do. Those people want to see you grow. They want to support you. They've got good energy. You can just kind of tell. You can explain your ideas to people who genuinely are for you, who are excited about your ideas, who want to help, who want to lift you up. Use discernment. Feel out the energy. You'll know if someone's for you or not. I mean, sometimes they trick you. If you know and love them and you want to explain your idea, explain a bit more, then you absolutely can do that. But it is not everyone who deserves to know every little detail about your art. At the end of the day, you have to just abandon your art to the world. That is your only work. It is not your job to convince everyone to like it. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, and that's just the way it goes. Don't beg them to like your art. Jack, don't beg. It's disgusting. That's my Sully impression. A bad one, but there you go. Release your art, let it be. Do not explain. Unless, disclaimer, unless you release your art or your project, whatever it is, and it's really offensive, like accidentally offensive, then maybe explain yourself. Like, I don't want you to get cancelled. Other than that, let it be. Don't explain yourself to everyone. I hope that you come back to this video often. I know that I will. I have to remind myself to say less. Say less, Viv. All you gotta do is say less. That's not the lyric. It is so tempting to talk too much, to give people all the details because you want them to get your art, you want them to see your vision. But you are the only one who has that vision. It was given to you to bring into the world, and those who get it will get it. Don't worry about the rest. Follow me across the socials. I am at VivMayOfficial. I am everywhere. You can DM me, message me, comment below. Let me know if you find that you explain yourself, you explain your art a little too much. And if you have any tips, sharing is caring. That is it from me. I will see you in the next video. Until then, have a lovely week, people. In these episodes, you are so blessed, Car. And so you and I see the world, you know, Car, it's so noisy. I'm never filming in the evening again. People are outside, innit? Great, my hair's crazy. Wicked.